The glass of 18-year-old Macallan looked obscene in her hand, not because she was drinking it. We'd shared that bottle on our anniversary, but because of how she held it. Casual, weaponized. Her hip leaned against the kitchen island we'd chosen together, granite I'd paid for, posture cocked in open challenge. "I slept with him," she said. Then she snorted. "What are you going to do about it?" The defiance in her eyes wasn't sloppy or drunk. It was rehearsed. She was waiting for the explosion, the shouting, the begging, the collapse. She wanted proof that she still had power. My heart didn't race. It didn't crack. It sank, clean and silent, like a stone through ice. "I see," I said calmly. "You see?" she mocked, taking another sip of my scotch. "That's it? I just told you another man." Mark, from her spin class, 3 months, keto cocktails, late workouts, all the puzzle pieces I'd ignored because I was too busy building her future. For 6 months I'd been working late, not chasing ambition, but funding a dream. A house with a porch, double oven, yard big enough for kids she said she wanted. Every extra hour was a brick in that lie. I remembered the new phrases she'd learned. "You don't speak my love language. You drain my energy." Therapy words sharpened into knives. 2 weeks earlier, I'd found the receipt, $300 at a downtown hotel bar. When I asked gently, she exploded. "Are you monitoring me now? You're suffocating me." So I apologized. Tonight, the trip I was supposed to be on had been canceled. I came home early. The house was dark. Her car was in the driveway. On the entry table sat a matchbook from the same hotel bar, not hidden, placed. A clue. I waited. She came home after 2 a.m., smelling like night air and someone else's cologne. When she saw me, fear flickered, then vanished. And now she stood here, triumphant. "I slept with him," she repeated. "What are you going to do about it?" Silence stretched. Then something unexpected happened. I smiled. Not smug, not cruel. Relieved. "Thank you," I said softly. Her face froze. "Thank you?" she echoed, irritation creeping in. "What the hell does that mean?" "It means there's no confusion anymore. No working through it. No doubt." I turned and walked down the hall. "Where are you going?" she snapped. "We're not done." I didn't answer. In my office drawer sat a black folder, heavy, final. I'd met with a divorce attorney 3 weeks earlier. I hadn't wanted to be right, I just needed to be ready. I returned to the kitchen and placed the folder on the counter between us. "What's that?" she sneered weakly. "Divorce papers." Her breath hitched. "You planned this?" "I protected myself," I said. "You provided the grounds." I took out my phone and pressed play. Her voice filled the kitchen, venomous and smug. "I slept with him. What are you going to do about it?" The color drained from her face. "You recorded me?" she whispered. "Single-party consent," I replied. "I consented." She tried to pivot to anger, but panic had already taken the wheel. I slid the documents forward. Prenup enforced. Assets divided cleanly. No alimony. "All communication goes through my attorney," I said, handing her the card. "The locks will be changed at 9 tomorrow. I've already paid." That was when she broke. Not tears, fear. "You can't just leave," she said desperately. "I made a mistake." I picked up my duffel bag. "You didn't make a mistake. You made a choice. Tonight, you were proud of it." I stepped outside. The door closed behind me with a soft click. Peace. The aftermath wasn't dramatic. It was procedural. Her messages unraveled in stages. Denial, anger, panic, apology. I watched for 1 day, then I blocked her. Her lawyer postured, then folded. Mark disappeared. She moved out. I moved on. Months later, I sat in a sunlit cafe across from a woman who spoke with passion instead of entitlement. When my attorney's email came, "Settlement signed, it's done," I felt nothing but quiet closure. The story didn't end with revenge. It ended with silence. Because the most devastating consequence isn't punishment, it's irrelevance. I didn't block her immediately. Not out of weakness, out of curiosity. I wanted to observe what happens when someone who feeds on reaction is suddenly starved of it. The first message came at 8:11 a.m., just as the locksmith would have been arriving. "This is insane, James. You're overreacting. Call me." By 9:30, irritation replaced certainty. "My lawyer says what you did is illegal. You can't record me. You can't just lock me out." At noon, panic leaked through the cracks. "Where are my things? Mark's place is temporary. This isn't funny anymore." By evening, the tone finally shifted. "I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said it like that. I was angry. I didn't mean it." That was the one she thought mattered. It didn't. I blocked her number at 6:02 p.m. Not ceremoniously, just another task checked off. The next few weeks unfolded exactly as Diane predicted. Her attorney tried bluster, illegal recording, emotional distress, coercion. Diane dismantled it calmly. The prenup held, the recording stood, the financials told the truth. Reality does not negotiate with theatrics. Then came the flying monkeys. Her sister emailed me asking if we could be adults. A mutual friend texted to say Sarah was really struggling. Even Mark, the man she detonated her marriage for, sent a LinkedIn request with a message that read like it had been dictated through clenched teeth. "She just wants closure, man. Can you please talk to her?" Closure, I learned, is what people ask for when they want access without accountability. I ignored them all. 2 months later, she found me anyway. I was leaving my new condo, helmet under my arm, leather jacket still warm from the ride. The lobby smelled like polished stone and quiet money, intentionally so. She stood up from a chair near the window when she saw me. She looked smaller. Not fragile, diminished, like someone whose world had shrunk suddenly and violently. "James," she said, voice hoarse, "please, 5 minutes." I stopped at a distance. "What do you want?" Her eyes filled, real tears this time. No snort, no scotch. "I was lost," she said. "He didn't mean anything. I was insecure. I needed validation." I waited. She stepped closer. "You were my real life. I panicked." I exhaled slowly. "You didn't confess to be honest. You confessed to hurt me. You wanted power." She shook her head. "That's not true." "It is," I said gently. "And when it didn't work, when I didn't break, you panicked." Her lips trembled. "I love you." That one used to undo me. Now it landed like static. "I loved who I thought you were. When you showed me who you actually are, I believed you." She searched my face desperately. Anger, grief, nostalgia, anything. There was nothing. "You're really this cold now?" she whispered. "No," I said. "I'm just done." She stood there as I walked past her toward the elevators. Didn't chase me, didn't shout. She already knew. The divorce finalized quietly. No courtroom drama, no speeches, no last-minute confessions. Just signatures. When Diane emailed, "Judgment entered, it's complete," I felt something release. Not triumph, not relief. Space. Life after her was quieter. Not better in fireworks ways, better in structural ways. I slept deeply, I ate when I was hungry, I worked without guilt, I rode my motorcycle on empty roads with no one questioning the expense or the time. I stopped apologizing for existing. Months later, I sat in a cafe across from a woman who spoke without measuring herself against me. She didn't test me, didn't provoke, didn't need to win. When my phone buzzed with a number I didn't know, I didn't need to. The past had no access anymore. Here's what I learned, and it cost me 7 years to learn it. People who weaponize honesty don't want truth, they want dominance. People who confess proudly don't want forgiveness, they want control. And the most devastating response to betrayal is not anger. It's finality. I didn't destroy her life. I didn't expose her publicly. I didn't scream or beg or curse. I simply removed myself so completely that there was nothing left for her to fight against. No villain, No victim, no story. Just silence. And silence, when earned, is not empty. It's freedom.